are going to give you a simple introduction about how to use DB Audit Expert tool. To use this tool, we have to have a database software. Here we are using Microsoft SQL Server 2008. Using that software, we have created a database called ASSI, and in that database we have created several tables like here, and we're going to use this transaction details table to show you how the DB audit tool works. So we're going to edit this table later and show you how the DB Audit Expert tool audit these changes. So before that, let's take a look at the DB Audit Expert tool. This is the interface you get when you run the tool. You can connect this application with the database software using this button, and here you can give any name as your profile name, and as the driver, the application gives you several options. Using those options, you can select the driver you're using currently. So we are using OLE Microsoft SQL Server, so we're going to choose that. Here you have to give your server name, and if you don't know about your server name, you can simply run your database software and that gives you the server name. So this is the server name you have to put in there. So by completing this form, you can connect your application with the database. So now you have successfully connected. You can see what are the databases you have in your database server, and as I showed you earlier, we're going to choose this ASSI database. We can use this data audit option to filter what are the actions you want to audit. Actions as in inserts, deletes, updates. So you can filter those actions and audit. And using these email alerts, if we put a tick, you can give your email address as the recipient and get alerts if there have any changes happened in your table. So these are the tasks you can do using this tool, and if you are selecting the interactive forensic and compliance reporting tasks, there we can get data change reports. We can get data change reports as audit trails by table, audit trails by schema, and audit trails by application. If we choose this audit trails by table, as I said earlier, we are going to use this transaction details table as the example to show you how this tool works. So let's select that table, and you can give the username as username to the database, and you can give a specific time period to audit. So now this report shows what are the things have been changed for the given time period, and there you can find the operations like inserts, updates, and you can see the new values and the old values. Now let's make a simple changes in our selected table in transaction details and see how our DB Audit Expert tool audit those changes. If we are changing details in transaction ID 5, and if we have this, we did an update, and if we are inserting new values, now let's refresh this tool and see whether our tool have tracked those changes. We have done an update in transaction ID 5, and we have done an insert in transaction ID 9, inserted new transaction ID called 9. So our tool have tracked those changes here. You can see the old value and the new value and other details we have inserted. Likewise, we can do to see the delete action also. By using this audit summary by table option, you can get a summary of the changes which happened in the table. You can't get a brief description about those changes, but you can only get the summary. And by using this audit summary for all tables option, you can get the summary of changes which are happened to the database, to the whole table.